Do you love the Tabernacle Choir? This year, the choir's music is everywhere you are. Listen to your favorite choir songs and music and the spoken word anytime you want on Alexa by simply enabling the skill.
Alexa, play music in the spoken word.
Now playing music in the spoken word.
You can also download the Tabernacle Choir app, subscribe to the choir on YouTube, listen on Spotify, and have access to all their wonderful music. Happy listening.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Just top.
This is Jake Scott and Ben Anderson. Now, every day from 2 to 6 on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Jacob Ben, 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone. Stay tuned. Top of the 3 o'clock hour, Shreyas Latta is going to join us, covers Kansas for the Kansas City Star. We will ask him what he thinks of Ben's Jayhawks going into this year. And by the way, when we say that, Ben he wants to be specific. He is a fan of the Jayhawk football program, not the Jayhawk basketball program.
Correct.
Specifically football. So we'll talk to him about that. Ben, do you want to cast any more light onto? Everybody seems all worked up about this jersey patch thing, and I honestly do not care, but I realize other people do, and I kind of want to ask as to why people care so much. So, what are the figures?
Per ESPN's, Notre Dame has reached a multi-year deal with SoFi Technologies that will place the financial service company's brand on the Fighting Irish's jerseys. In every sport starting this season, the university announced the 6-year deal is worth about $18 to $20 million per year.
So everybody's mad that what?
That's $18 to $20 million more than most other teams that are not in the Big Ten or the SEC are going to get, and even much more than those.
Now, let me ask you this. How much does Colin Cowherd make from Fox per year?
A lot.
Like $10 million.
At least, yeah.
So why aren't you more bent out of shape, Ben, for the $500,000 that you make now?
Because I'm not competing with Colin Cowherd.
Oh, you are in a sense. But I pick Colin. I'm just picking a national radio guy. I mean, I could have picked Armpit, and we could be talking about $60 million, but I just picked that. He's got a much bigger audience. He's had bigger platforms, and he's worth more than we are. And I'm picking on you, but I mean, we do radio here in Salt Lake, and that's worth what it's worth. It's not worth the same as what Colin Cowherd does for Fox Sports Radio. Utah, BYU, the Big 12, ain't Notre Dame.
Obviously.
That's never been true. So is this new news to people today? Are people complaining that, Notre freaking Dame? And I know Ohio State's the other one. If you are comparing yourself and your lot in life to Ohio State and Notre Dame, you're crazy, because nobody is Ohio State and Notre Dame. Maybe Michigan, maybe Alabama. I mean,
sure.
And probably not even Alabama. They don't even have but those schools, Utah, BYU, the sooner that these Big 12 schools realize that they have to punch above their weight because they're not these built-in advantage schools, is the sooner that they, I don't know, figure things out that in this new world, because we keep talking about it and everybody's waiting for legislation. You're skeptical it's coming. I think most people are skeptical it's coming. So the sooner that these schools realize we're not Notre Dame, like there's nobody lining up outside Utah's door to give them $18 million to be on their jersey patch. So I don't understand what everybody's so bent out of shape about.
Is there a sports radio playoff? A playoffs for sports radio where we all compete against each other? Is there one?
How does that matter?
Well, is there one?
There is not?
No. And is anyone fighting to expand the thing that doesn't exist? There's not. Because we're not being told that there is some trophy that we're all trying to get to. Yeah, everyone's trying to get ratings. Everyone's trying to get advertising dollars, et cetera, et cetera. We're running a business, certainly, no doubt about that. And we are competing with Colin Cowherd on that front, yes, to try and get some of those business advertising dollars. Okay. this entire lie of the college football playoff, from 2 teams to 4 teams to 12 teams to 16 teams to 24, whatever. It's all a lie to make fans believe you're competing for the same thing. And while that's happening, you have Notre Dame, Ohio State, USC, whatever, playing by totally different rules while still being told, yeah, the playoff's about fairness. This is all about making sure it's fair for everybody. Kyle Whittingham's quote we played, that we should make this a minor league system that mirrors the NFL and people are going to be capped at how much money they can make. It's just never going to happen. And it's not about fairness, and it shouldn't. They don't want it to be about fairness. So you're right. I'm totally with you. I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. But there are listeners to our show who think everything works right for Utah this year, or everything works right for BYU this year. Playoffs? We get to the playoffs. Everyone can win a championship, because that's what the playoffs are about. It's a lie. That's a lie.
I don't think it's a lie, because you quite literally have access. Now, how hard is it or how easy is it is a different story. And yes, different.
And what do you
places
have access to?
Well, they have
to get your ass kicked the way Texas Tech scored 0 points in the playoff?
I know. But you're assuming something that happened, as opposed to quite literally they have access to the trophy. They have access to the playoff.
Sure.
That wasn't always the case. Utah and BYU were on the outside looking in the BCS era for a long time and did not have access. So I'm speaking very literally that they literally have access to the opportunity to win the national title. That is not a lie. That is true. What you're talking about is, do you have a chance to compete given the resources that you have? And my answer is, you better figure it out, because those resources aren't magically appearing. And the things, I'm not disagreeing with you either, for that matter. The things you're pointing out have been true since the dawn of time.
And the things you're pointing out have been true since the dawn of time.
Nothing has really changed in that sense. And so it's why I don't know why we get so caught up in the figures. Who cares? It doesn't change the job for the athletic department. I mean, it might change the job to the ad rep that sold it. Mazel tov to you. That guy's or gal is having a good day today with their commission. But other than that, why should I care? Is Utah and BYU going to use it as an excuse? They might try. Nobody's going to buy it.
Or nobody cares. Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. So you got to figure it out. So why would I waste my mental energy worrying about, wow, did you see what Notre Dame got? Oh, good for them. Because they always have the advantage. But to waste your time complaining like, well, how come Utah didn't get something like that? Because they're Utah. No offense.
Like that?
No, you're totally right.
Why am I not making $10 million a year? Because I'm radio local Salt Lake bozo
I'm
Jake
with
Scott.
you.
That's why.
But Brett Yormark comes out parading the monster jersey patch as an idea that, like, we're getting closer, or here's so much money you can sell to private equity, and that's going to get you closer. It's like, no, it's not. It's all a scam, and it's all a lie to get you to buy in.
Fine. What's his job?
You're right.
That's his entire job.
It's his entire job.
That is his entire job, is to be a sales guy. That's it. That's what they hired.
You're right.
And he's a slick one at that. But it doesn't change reality.
I'm with you.
All right. We've got a guest coming up next. Sorry, Christian. We're a little late. We're going to talk to Shreyas Laddha, covering Kansas for Kansas City Star, coming up next. 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
As an entrepreneur and dream driver, I know how much heart goes into building a brand. That's why I love seeing small businesses have the opportunity to reach more people. Walmart helps customers discover products from thousands of small brands, each with a founder story built on passion, perseverance, innovation, and purpose. Learn more at walmart.com.
Queen Carvania stood haloed by the morning sun. An army hung on her every word.
My champions, I have sold my chariot on Carvana. 'Twas a lovely SUV, an inexplicably queenly offer. They're even coming to the castle to collect it. Tonight, we feast. An offer you can feast on. Sell your car today on Carvana. Pickup fees may apply.